In this screencast, we'll look at ways to customize your privacy settings on Facebook so that your information and posts are only visible to those people who you want them to be visible to. Starting on your profile, go to the downward arrow in the upper right corner of your screen and click Privacy Settings in the drop-down. This is a really important page that will let you adjust your privacy settings exactly how you want them. Starting with default privacy, you can see that I have everything set to public. This means that people I don't know, as well as people I do know but I'm not friends with, can see my information, status updates, and photos, unless I choose to post only to friends with the Inline Audience Selector feature. Some apps, like Facebook for BlackBerry, don't have Inline Audience Selector, which means that if my default privacy is set to public, everything I post through one of those apps will be posted as public and can be seen by anyone who visits my timeline. Assuming you signed up to Facebook with your real birthday and you are under age 18, public settings are a bit different than they are for adults. Public means friends, friends of friends, and school networks if you're under 18. This limits who can see your information and post a little bit, but friends of friends and school networks is still a huge number of people. It might be helpful to remember that school networks can include teachers and school staff, and that friends of friends can include your friends' parents, relatives, and more. I'm going to change this to friends, which means that now only people in my friends list can see what I post. Next, we'll go to the How You Connect section. Right now, anyone who comes to my timeline, whether they're my friend or not, can see my email address and phone number, send me friend requests, and send me messages. I don't like the idea of people I don't know having access to my email address and phone number, so I'm going to change this to friends. And because I'm pretty sure that anyone I'd want to send me a friend request is already a part of my social network, I'm going to change this one to friends of friends. I'll do the same with who can send me Facebook messages. Now, going to timeline and tagging, it seems like right now everyone, including people I don't know and I'm not friends with, can see what other people post on my timeline. This could make for a really unpleasant situation if someone posted something mean or embarrassing on my timeline. I'm going to change this to friends to minimize the chance of this happening. Next, this Review Posts feature gives me the option to look at and approve anything that someone tags me in before it gets posted to my timeline. Even if I don't approve it, it may still appear on the timeline of the person who first posted it or of other people tagged in it, but this at least gives me the chance to choose whether I want it on my timeline or not. Right now, this feature is disabled, but I'm going to enable it to give me that little bit of extra control. I'm also going to change this next setting to limit the number of people who'd be able to see posts that I'm tagged in. This is a way for me to help prevent potentially embarrassing or inappropriate things from being seen by lots of people. The setting doesn't offer total security, since the post may still appear on the timeline of the person who first posted it, but it helps. This next setting is another approval setting, which allows you to approve or reject tags that other people add to your posts. I'm going to enable this one as well. The final thing I'm going to change is the setting called Limit Audience for Past Posts. This feature allows you to limit the number of people who can see things you posted in the past under different privacy settings. This one is really important because the privacy settings I'm putting into place now only apply to anything I post from now on. Things that I posted last month or last year still have my old privacy settings applied to them, which means that many of them can still be seen by anyone who visits my timeline. If I click this, everything I posted or shared in the past will now be only visible to friends. It's also possible to change settings on each individual post manually with Inline Audience Selector, but I'm going to select this because it's easier. In the last few minutes, I've gone from having a Facebook account that offered very minimal privacy and could easily be viewed by people I'd rather couldn't see it, to having a customized and much more private timeline. Now I don't have to worry as much about things being seen by the wrong people, and I've taken some control over what people can post or tag on my timeline. Check out our other screencasts to learn about how to set up a restricted list, use Inline Audience Selector, and how to report online abuse.